So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name's John Maguire from Narrow Aisle, the home of the Flexi. What we'd like to show you today is something that's proving to be very popular with customers, especially in the third-party logistics industry and in e-commerce, e-fulfillment sector. We are hearing from customers all the time the refrain, we need to max the cube. We need to maximize the amount of storage that we have in the building. And it seems that everybody is requiring this. For two reasons, and it tends to be the third-party logistics industry are needing to get more pallets in the building to reduce their cost per pallet stored because they're under tremendous pressure from their clients to reduce cost, or if not hold the existing cost of pallet stored in the face of rising costs within the warehouse. The other main group are the people in fulfillment who are desperate to reduce the space used for storage to release space to carry out other jobs in the warehouse, i.e. installing pick and pack, and more importantly, creating enough space to allow them to effectively manage the returns that are inevitable in the fulfillment industry. Land and buildings have increased significantly since the crisis, and everyone is looking for new technologies. Some of them are rather costly. As you know, pallet shuttle systems are becoming popular, automated systems, and traditional drive-in racking and pallet live storage systems. This is our alternative to those, and it's actually combining some existing technologies. Often the simple ideas are the best ones. And what we've done here is combined very narrow aisle operation, which our Flexi truck has always been able to do since 1990, but with the ability to stack pallets 2 deep in the warehouse. This means we can get 50% more pallets than a conventional reach operation. So, how do we establish whether this system will work for the customer? The first question we ask is, do you have a warehouse management system? You might think, oh, well, that's a strange thing to ask, and people look at us a little bit perplexed. The reason is, to make the system work efficiently, we need to be able to track, or the customer needs to track exactly where the pallets are in the system. With a modern WMS, using FI-LOW, first in, last out algorithm for the back pallet, the number of housekeeping moves required, i.e. moves that are not efficient, can be reduced down dramatically. Yeah, okay. What we've done is integrated telescoping hydraulic forks into the truck. We have a patented control system which overcomes the other great drawback with existing and historic traditional double deep systems. We've created the StoreMax to be able to lift 1,000 kilo pallet, the standard UK distribution pallet, to 9.8 meters in the back space, which is completely unique. No other equipment can provide that functionality. So it means there is no reason to have to limit the weight in the back space at the top. The other major feature is, in terms of cost, we're able to provide this 50% increase in pallet stored by utilizing the existing pallet racks. The store max will operate with a standard rack configuration. There is no need to include a bottom beam, and there is no space wasted under the first beam of the rack for reach legs or the like. It's completely clear. So customers are able to take their existing racks, move them, and then add new equipment into the warehouse, which saves a great deal of cost on the reconfiguration of the building. I'll just move and let people see. I mentioned about land and building costs increasing since the crisis. The other issue now is just the shortage of usable, fit-for-purpose warehousing. In fact, in this area of the country, in the northwest, I understand there is nil warehousing stock that could be described as fit for purpose for a modern food warehouse. Even more reason why people need to be able to utilize their existing warehouses to the max, maxing the cube. Interestingly, in the food business, grocery warehousing, during the year, on average, many operations are only 50% full. So it means that the downtime or the cost of providing storage locations is much greater than people imagine on average because of a relatively lower utilization due to seasonal peaks and the way that the food industry has to work towards the big peak at Christmas and at Easter. We've combined a number of techs here. We've combined a VNA functionality of the Flexi with hydraulic extending forks, both which have been with us for many years. But most importantly, we've combined that with warehouse management system. Most other I describe as cube max technologies, whether it be shuttles or automated systems, all use one form or another warehouse management systems. So in this case, we are no different. We're utilizing those systems to be able to provide the customer with the maximum pallet storage in his building. Existing warehouses, fantastic for us. There's no need to have the floor ground or changed in any way. The truck runs on rubber tires, so existing facilities and the floors which may not be fit for purpose for other hard tire equipment will operate well with the StoreMax or Flexi concept. The driver has a number of aids to ensure he can work efficiently. As you can see in the truck, modern CCTV system allows him to see where the forks and the load go into the racking. The good thing now, these systems are much less cost than they were in the past. We've got our the industry that makes flat screens now. At one time, these screens were several £1,000s, and I think now they're something like £75. So it means that vision systems for drivers allow fast and efficient operation. We've got lift heights available up to 11 meters, and in these cases, we also fit height selection systems. So the operator is able to select the correct height and lift the load quickly and efficiently before putting it away in the location. Okay. As you can see, it has a forward seated position. Visibility is very open. We have a patented overhead guard, which gives complete visibility either side of the truck without bars at the front blocking his vision. As you can see, the construction of the truck here is a very strong and provides stability at heights of more than 11 meters with 2 pallets deep. Something, if I can ask you to just pull forward, Stuart. Another safety innovation here. As you know, picking is a great part of warehouse operations, and the nice thing about the Store Max and the Flexi is that order pickers are allowed into the aisleway in the warehouse when the truck is in operation. Unlike guided man-up systems, where, as you know, under HSE rules now, you're not allowed to put an order picker into the same aisleway as a man-up V&A truck. However, we're still mindful of the safety issues concerned. And I think you can see when Stuart selects reverse gear, we get an audible warning, but interestingly, we can see 3 or 4 meters behind the truck on the ground, we have a blue point on the ground, a blue spot. And this means that as the truck emerges from the aisleway, the order pickers and other pedestrians in the warehouse, I've gone on, can see the truck coming before it actually arrives.